the LA Dodgers would win the 116th World Series 4-2. Thankfully for me, I put money on it, which was great. And this is why I was so confident. So Jackie Robinson here is one of the key characters into why it finished 4-2, the World Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the LA Dodgers. So I also believe Chadwick Boseman, who recently died, who played the Black Panther, is also important in why the series did finish 4-2, in why the LA Dodgers won their first World Series since 1988. As you can see here, LA Dodgers wins 4-2. They won their Game 6, 3-1, and they won it on the 27th of October, or 10-7. Again, it was their first World Series since 1988, but what makes this hilarious to me is that they won it on National Black Cat Day. So National Black Cat Day is marked annually October the 27th to celebrate the beauty of these felines and raise awareness about their adoption rates, which are lower compared to other cats. Let me tell you why it made me laugh. Jackie Robinson was in the 761st Tank Battalion, known as the Black Panthers. Yep, Panther is a black cat. Interestingly, they were created in the spring of 1942, and Jackie went on to wear the number 42, as I showed you here. Chadwick Boseman played the Marvel superhero, the Black Panther, but he also starred as Jackie Robinson in the hit movie 42. So he's played the Black Panther. Jackie Robinson was in the Black Panthers. This was a party that basically was protesting against how black people didn't have equal rights. And I think Jackie Robinson at one point refused to give up his seat on the bus. I've heard that story before. I'd like to recycle that one. So yeah, LA Dodgers win the World Series on National Black Cat Day, and they both have affiliation with Black Panthers. Jackie, his first name equals 42 in gematria in reversible reduction. As I've mentioned, they won the World Series 42. And it was also Jackie Robinson's 42nd year funeral anniversary. So his funeral took place on October 27th, 1978. 42 years later, yes, 42 years later, LA Dodgers win their first World Series since 1988. Boseman, Chadwick Boseman, who I had mentioned played Jackie Robinson in the hit movie 42, died on the same day Major League Baseball celebrated Jackie Robinson Day in honor of the color barrier breaking Brooklyn Dodgers star. Brooklyn Dodgers is the LA Dodgers before they changed their name. So every player wore the Robinson jersey number 42 on that day. Also, interestingly, the co-creator of the Black Panther character, Marvel, Jack Kirby, celebrates his birthday on the 27th of October. Just a coincidence, guys, yep. Just a coincidence, all of this. People love that word. And I came across this. So on the 2nd of April 2019, the Access YouTube channel published a red carpet interview with Chadwick Boseman. This is the guy I'm talking about, the actor who played the Black Panther and Jackie Robinson, movie 42. When asked about Avengers Endgame, interesting, Endgame, Boseman only responds, "I'm dead." That's all he said, "I'm dead." So for me, it seems he was aware of what was coming. And I also find it crazy that it was reported that he had stage 4 colon cancer for 4 years. Well, he had colon cancer for 4 years, stage 4 at the end, and nobody had an idea. He was still filming movies with stage 3, stage 4 colon cancer. So April the 2nd can also be written as 4-2. April's the 4th month. It's the 2nd day of April. You've got your 42 connection as well. He just says, "I'm dead." Okay. "I'm dead," if you look, interestingly, this number here is a big number. 126. Interestingly, the phrase "I'm dead" has a reverse ordinal value of 126, and legendary LA Lakers player Kobe Bryant died on 126. He died on the 26th of January. Also, Chadwick Boseman died in Los Angeles, so he's got a lot of connections with Los Angeles, being a Hollywood star as well. I will add more examples to Boseman's death and the LA Lakers later. So the LA Lakers and the Dodgers, they both won their championships, and they both won 4-2. Robinson, his last name, of Jackie Robinson's last name, equals 43 in full reduction. And Chadwick Boseman died at the age of 43. And I came across this information as well while I researched it. The LA Dodgers, they advanced to the World Series by winning Game 7. This is the determining game who was going to the World Series. And yeah, they won it 4-3. We got that 43 connection, little ritual to the age in which he died. All right, let's go to the Lakers. Like I said, I've mentioned. So the 2020 NBA champions LA Lakers won 52 games in the regular season. And in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, which was against the Miami Heat, they scored 116 points. The Dodgers picked up their 52nd win during the 116th World Series. 52 days after Chadwick Boseman's death. The Black Panther character was created by writer editor Stan Lee and writer artist Jack Kirby, as I've mentioned, Jack Kirby here. And he first appeared in the Fantastic Four 52nd edition in 1966, in the Silver Age of comic books. 1966, again, it all connects, all this. 1966 was also the year that the Black Panther Party, Jackie Robinson was a part of, was founded. 52 to 66. Here he is, Chadwick Boseman, in his role as the Black Panther. I think he probably knew as he was filming that movie what was going to happen. And then here's the Black Mamba. So the Black Panther and the Black Mamba, one of the legendary best basketball players of all time, came here with the black snake around him. They both died in 2020, where there's been so much attention on Black Lives Matter. LA Dodgers ended the season, if you include the World Series, with 56 wins, and Black Lives Matter equals 56. On a side note, coronavirus also equals 56, but I don't think there's any affiliation with the Lakers, with the Dodgers, Jackie Robinson, Chadwick Boseman with coronavirus. But it's interesting that they're both 56. They've been such a big part of the year. The score of the World Series final game, Game 6, where they sealed it 4-2, was 1-3, like 13. LA and 13. LA equals 13, and 13 is the prime number of 41. This, for me, connects to Kobe. Also, his daughter died at the age of 13 in a helicopter crash. And the pitcher who closed the game out was 24 years old, and the commentator had to make a big deal of that right at the end, that he was 24 years old, and that was Kobe's jersey number. So there's your connections with the Lakers. There's a few more connections with the Lakers, actually. So his last tweet, yes, at Kamala Harris, clap, 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 hashtag when we all vote, hashtag vote 2020. I can't stand watching these athletes telling us to vote. It's so forced. You can tell that they're owned, completely owned. They don't have their own voice to say what they're told. They follow a script. So here's Kamala Harris, who recently turned 56, by the way. We go back here with Black Lives Matter equals 56. And she's from Oakland, which is the home of the Black Panthers, and she is aspiring to become the first black woman president, which wouldn't shock me at some point if that happens. So there you go. That was his last ever tweet. What's it say here? Freedom for immigrants or something. Yeah. These guys, I don't know whether I feel sorry for them or feel sickened by them. I really don't know. And then a little connection with LeBron James. So here he is wearing his Jackie Robinson 42 jersey. Doesn't look too happy, does he? Basically gets told what to wear. Full reduction of LeBron James' name equals 42. Same number Jackie wore, same number the Dodgers won the World Series, the same numbers that the LA Lakers beat the Heat. They won 4-2. It's 66 here. I've mentioned, I think LeBron James is going to get 6 rings in the NBA and lose 6. He'll play in 12 finals. That's his 66 connection. But that's be a whole video in itself. So LeBron James also became the first athlete in almost 2 decades to receive the NAACP Jackie Robinson Sports Award honor. Yeah. His Los Angeles Lakers recently won the series 4-2, and the full reduction of the series 42, as I mentioned. Same with the Dodgers winning 4-2. And today, Barack Obama thanked LeBron James for continuing the legacy that Jackie Robinson left behind. So if you believe that this wasn't scripted for the LA Dodgers to win the World Series and to win it 4-2, then God bless you.